Hey there, welcome back for Game 2 with Black-White Ephemerate. I have made a couple of small changes to this deck that I just want to touch on here real quick. I did pull out the Glint Hawk and I took the artifact lands with it. I have also taken out the Navigator's Compass and one of the spare supplies, since we no longer are running Glint Hawk. I feel like we should either go harder into Glint Hawk, and I feel like that didn't really work, so I'm just cutting it all together. And since I lost the Navigator's Compass, I made the mana base just a little bit more multicolor friendly. I cut down to just one Radiant Fountain. I added another Scoured Barrens and an Ash Barrens, and I think I cut a few planes down to get those in. And then with the extra space in the main deck, I have added in two Mesmeric Fiends. This card's actually pretty cool with Ephemerate. You can play it out and ephemerate it, and then it will blink it, so you'll get to the first card that you get to exile, because of the way it's stacked on the trigger, will get exiled under the Mesmeric Fiend, and then the other card will just get permanently exiled. So that's a pretty cool use with Ephemerate. And then I added in an Unearth here. This could be a number of things. Like, it could just be like a Disfigure, or it could be like another Mesmeric Fiend, or maybe a Dusk Legion Zealot, or like it probably wouldn't be crazy to go to 3 Bone Splitters, because Bone Splitter is just incredible, especially when we're able to just draw so many cards to have bodies to just continue to throw it on, because then basically any card that we draw is going to be able to like profitably trade with anything the opponent can get going if we're at like top deck mode. So Bone Splitter is one of the MVPs of this deck for sure, so could potentially even go up to 3 of those, but we're going to run this list here. Just going to take it into the tournament practice room, still working on tuning this deck up here for some league play. Oops, that's not what I wanted to click on. Here we go. Let's start up a game here. They were firing off pretty quick earlier. Here we go. Let's say hi to our opponent. Okay, so this is a perfectly acceptable hand. We might even be able to do like the Mesmeric Fiend blink. Like, that seems pretty good. So let's keep this. We'll throw out the Swamp first, and then at the end of their turn we'll cycle it for Ash Barrens so that they don't really know what we're doing. Is this like burn? It's burn. Okay, so the Mesmeric Fiend nonsense here, if we can get it off in time, will actually be pretty good. Alright, so we just have to throw out a Swamp and ship it back. We're going to be cycling the Ash Barrens for a Plains, so we'll just pass to the end step and hang tight. Cannot Chain Lightning. Nope. And end step, let's cycle this here. So we'll just grab a Plains out of our deck. Okay. So do we just want to like Mesmeric Fiend now? Like, I guess that's gonna force them to have to kill it to get it back, and then like we don't have a way to get it back from the graveyard though. Like, alternatively, like they could just go like Bolt Fire Blast and I'm just like dead, but that would require a good top deck. I'm just gonna Mesmeric Fiend here. Because they can always, okay, if they just have Fire Blast, that's pretty good, because like if they want to get the Fire Blast back, they're gonna have to kill the Mesmeric Fiend now. So that's just buying us a little bit of extra time, and the next turn we can gain 2 with the Radiant Fountain, and I might just like bounce the Radiant Fountain back to my hand. I'm gonna need to start applying some pressure, but like gaining life seems really good here. Or I could just go like Radiant Fountain, Prophetic Prism. No. Let's just go to combat. Let's see if they're going to kill this. Like, this could just be something to get their Fire Blast back. I think I just want to gain life, so let's just throw out Radiant Fountain. Like, I could just, like, Ephemerate the Core Skyfisher and just, like, keep bouncing this Radiant Fountain, like, every single turn. Like, that could gain a bunch of life. Like, that's actually pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll just bounce this. It is setting us back on lands, but, like, we'd have to draw a land next turn for that to even matter. And we're like less likely to draw land than a non-land. Okay, we get lava spiked, so definitely wanting to gain as much life as I can here. They have one card in hand, so I guess we don't have the black mana to take them off of I guess I'm just adding white here. I don't know what I was saying there. I'll just throw this out here and go to combat, because like I'm probably not going to be, like I could just blink next turn. Like I've already hit my land drop this turn, so I'll just save it for next turn. This gets like another power out. And then next turn I can Chittering Rats. Like that seems pretty good. I mean, they're probably holding something in their hand, but like maybe I just like let's cycle this for, like, what am I doing here? Am I just like, I could just like blink the Radiant Fountain back to my hand, but that would require playing out another land. Like, do I just want to play this untapped? Well, yeah, then I have to hit it next turn. Oh goodness, this is a tough decision here. I think I'm just gonna like search for a land and then Chittering Rats. And like if they have an instant, then this isn't particularly good, but let's just do this like pre-combat here. Like if they have an instant, they might be tempted to kill the Mesmeric Fiend, but we'll just like force them to do whatever they're gonna do right now. Okay, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we go to combat. Swing in for 4. Okay, this is actually going really well. And the next turn we can like Ephemerate the Korskai Fisher and replay the Radiant Fountain to gain 2 more. Oh yeah, they just had a land. My goodness. So rude. I could just like Ephemerate. No, they have so many instants. I probably don't want to Ephemerate on their draw step. Let's go. I mean, I just drew another Korskai Fisher, so like that seems good. Let's just play that out. And we'll pick up oops, I did not have the mana right there. White and colorless. There we go. I'll just pick up the Radiant Fountain. Maybe I still do want 2 in this deck. Like, this is actually just good. Like, it's janky, but it's, like, actually good. Let's go ahead and just bust this clue right now, because I, like, might as well. Okay, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. So we'll just go to combat. And then I probably, like, I don't know. It could be just game. I have 2 Ephemerates. Let's just draw step, blink them. Like, this is pretty rude. Like yeah, this is pretty rude because like I mean I figure they have more non-instants than they do instants in their deck, so we'll just Ephemerate the Chittering Rats right now, and then like next turn we'll get value off of it. So if it's an instant, they just like cast it, but if it's literally anything else, a land or a sorcery or an enchantment, then they just have to put it back on top of their deck and we win. And if it's an instant, like, they don't win. I think just no matter what, we win. That was beautiful. This deck is rude. So took game 1 against Burn. We want to take out slow stuff, and we want to add in life gain. We want probably duresses. Like, let's go down on like a Dusk Legion Zealot. Like Mesmeric Fiend actually seems fine there because like it just forces one of their burn spells towards like a dinky little 1/1 that costs 2 mana. Like Duress is yeah, fine in this matchup. We can go down on the removal a little bit. Like we probably want the instant speed of removal. So if we go down on that, that takes us to 59 cards. So what do we want in addition to that? I mean, like, Prismatic Strands could just, like, counter 2 of their spells, but, like, it's also kind of slow. I mean, we did take some of the slow stuff out. Let's throw this prismatic strands in there because that can potentially, like, negate a fire blast or something. Like, it could be something huge, potentially. Okay, this is pretty aggressively terrible. I have to ship this. Like, there's no way I can keep this, right? Like, what am I gonna do? Just, like, dirtle around for a few turns and die? Well, let's mulligan. Goodness. I am on the draw. Like, I have 2 turns to hit it. Like, statistically, I'm more likely to get my second land drop on my second turn than not, but, like, feels so bad when that doesn't happen. So, we'll keep this, and let's put back, I guess, like, a prophetic prism. I could just, I mean, I'm really far away from casting the chittering rats, but, like, yeah, let's just get rid of the chittering rats. Like, we need to draw 2 lands that work with, I mean, we do have the prophetic prism, but we'll just get rid of chittering rats. Like, we can draw into more stuff later. Like, we would much rather draw, like, any of our sideboard cards or, like, anything. Yeah, second land is the best. That's probably the best draw we could have gotten right there. Maybe just a regular Scoured Barrens or something might be better. Let's pull this draw stop off. The draw step stop. Alright, so we're, like, definitely cast downing that as soon as we get the chance, which is not going to be this turn. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, this is pretty awkward with the mana. This is, like, one of the downsides of running these lands here. Like, you get to hit your land drops more, but they are a little clunky. So if your deck doesn't have, like, value in removal and early interaction, it, like, is probably not what you want. I'm just gonna pass. Like, yeah, I can't swing in here, so they're gonna actually get to do maybe 2 or 3 damage off of this Alchemist, maybe 4 if they're, like, really lucky. Like, Alchemist is a pretty good magic card. Yeah, Needle Drop works really well with it. It, like, helps make Needle Drop worth playing because it's, like, such an unexciting card, but yeah, that's really good. Okay. Yeah, it would have been, like, really, really good to be able to cast down this last turn, because, like, now I really need to gain life. Like, I'm in trouble. Like, for sure I'm in trouble. Yeah, that was, like, so much damage. It just comes so quick. I mean, I guess I'm gonna cast down. Like, again, it's, like, really awkward on the mana. I mean, next turn, at least, if I don't hit a land drop, as long as I play the Skyfisher, like, I can still get 4 mana worth of stuff out of my hand. Let's just drop this cast down here, because, like, this thing is going to kill us. And then we can, like, get in for 1, but yeah, they take us to 8. What do you go, like, Mountain Double Fire Blast? That would be disgusting. I wouldn't even be mad. That's just impressive. Alright, so let's see if we get blown out this turn. Like, they have 4 cards in their hand. Like, I might just die. Yeah, that's a good way to start killing me this turn. It's a good way to keep continuing to kill me this turn. And that's a good way to kill me. Alright. Oh my goodness, what turn was that? Turn 4, they just burnt me out. Goodness. Okay, so hoping to draw a little bit better in this next one. Like, that was rough. Like, I guess maybe I will just take, like, another duress. Like, we just need stuff to interact with them. Let's just take out the thorn. Like, that's too slow. Like, Gurmag is not doing anything. But, like, yeah, what else do we want, though? Like, let's just pull Gurmag back in. Like, I don't know, that's probably terrible. Like, yeah, none of this is what we want in this matchup. Like, let's just pull Gurmag out and put in the Dusk Legion Zealot. Like, we're taking damage, but hopefully we'll be able to be gaining some life and, like, ephemerating some lone missionaries or something, or Rift Watchers. That would be great. Yes, let's go first here. So, this is probably a fine hand. I can just turn 1 Duress. Let's keep this. And then turn 2, I can cycle for a Plains, and then I can hopefully draw, like, a land and Chittering Ratsum. Like, this seems This seems like the start of a hand that could win us the game here. I need a few things, but alright, so let's throw out the duress. Let's see what we got here. So let's see, they got 2 lands, a firebrand archer, and chain lightning bolt. So I guess we're just getting like lightning bolt, and then we're passing. Yep. Nope. So let's see what, oops. Need to pass priority here. Alright, so that is an excellent draw here. Like, I think I'm just playing it, like, it lets us, hopefully draw into, like, something that's going to be better, like, and then next turn, I guess I can just Chittering Rats, and then I am able to still get white because I got this other Ash Baron, so that's, like, pretty good. Yep, they get the Archer out. Alright, good. That was everything they had that turn. Maybe we just cast down it? Like, I think we're Chittering Ratsing. Chitter Ratsing. Actually, you know what? Like, it's probably just better to cast down and get up Plains now, right? Like, because they're going to be able to, like, whether they draw a new card or not, like, they have enough stuff to cast. Like, they have the Needle Drop and presumably, like, another burn spell. Let's actually just cycle this here for a Plains, and then we can cast down this Archer here, and then we get in for 1. And then, like, next turn, when they only have, like, 1 or 2 cards in their hand, we can Chittering Rats them. So, unless they have an instant, they will have to put a card back on top, like, unless they're able to empty their hand in response to it. If they're just, like, sandbagging something. Alright, so they just Lightning Bolt me. I really need to get some, like, life gain card here. Okay, perfect. Now, that's it? Okay, that's good. That's fine. So, yeah, here we can just go, like, I could cycle the Ash Barons, but, like, I think I just want to play this out here because I can just go Chittering Rats. Like, that's all I'm going to be able to do anyway. And then, like, this can always enter untap next turn because, like, I have all my colors. So if I need 5 mana next turn for, like, 2 things, then I can do that. So we'll get in here for 1. And then we'll just Chittering Rats. And then we'll just pass the turn back to them. So they probably just top deck that land because we didn't see another land last turn. Searing Blaze is good. I guess what am I doing? Am I just like rats picking up rats? Like, I don't know if by the time I play the rats the second time it'll even do anything. That's like a pretty good draw. So I think I am just playing this out untapped, and then I can equip it to the Dusk Legion Zealot and Chittering Rats. So let's just go Chittering Rats first and see if this goes through. Okay, that's beautiful. Now we can go Bone Splitter. I mean, I guess next turn maybe I'm picking up the Scoured Barons just like for the 1 life. Like, I probably don't want to pick up Dusk Legion Zealot, but like, we've managed to work our way into a pretty good position here. Like, we've been answering a lot of the stuff they're doing. So let's see what this card is here. They're not like, it's probably a land. And if it is a land, they're about to be like very upset with themselves right now. Let's just run this out here to like force, if they're gonna kill our creature, like to do it now instead of during combat. That's disgusting. Okay, so we'll just swing in here. And I guess I'm just picking up the Scoured Barons. Yeah, let's just do that. Like, it's probably not really gonna make a difference, but like, if it does, then Like, I don't really think that, they've got to just have a land, right? Yeah. Because, otherwise they would have played it last turn, like, whatever it was. So, yeah, if they played the land out, they could have avoided getting chittered and drawn into something. But that went pretty well. We were able to deal with what they were throwing at us pretty well. The Mesmeric Fiend actually seemed pretty good in game one there. Like, maybe it's actually just good in this deck. So, hope you enjoyed the game, and I will see you in game three.